An experience I personally may dread. Maybe it's the crowds, all the options, the long lines, hearing that same annoying beep over and over again. We all know barcodes speed up the checkout process, help track inventory, but they also tell you key information about what you're buying. You just have to know how to decode them. Joining us now is functional medicine doctor expert, Dr. Cathleen Gerenger. So great to have you here.
Thank you for having me here today.
Now, you are going to help me navigate this because, you know, I think we've all heard this. I was today years old when I learned that there are some secrets to these little codes that are on our produce. So educate me.
Exactly. Actually, I'm one of those individuals that actually loves to go grocery shopping. To me, it's a luxury that I get to push the shopping cart around and to look at like weird produce and stuff like that. But barcode is really important when it comes to the checkout line. That's how they run things through. And they have something called the PLU lookup code. That's for price lookup codes for people to understand, is this genetically modified? Is this organic? Or is it standard conventional produce?
Right.
So what we have here, for example, is 2 lemons. And the barcode is usually 4-digit code, and it starts with the number 4.
Okay.
So for this lemon here, it's 4053.
Okay.
So that is conventional lemon. However, in order for you to identify if it's organic or not, it starts with the number 9.
Wow. So number 4 is just your normal run-of-the-mill lemon.
Yes.
And number 9 is going to indicate to us that it's organic.
Yes.
That's pretty fascinating.
And number 8 will indicate in the front of the number 4 is genetically modified produce.
Well, I gotta say this. I had no idea that we were even genetically modifying produce.
Yes.
Wow. All right, so let's take a step back. So beyond the produce, and I know that we need to shop the outer aisles, that also means that we're getting fresh meats, fresh fish. So talk to me about the difference between farm-raised and then also organically raised salmon.
Yes. So if we're looking at a farm-raised salmon, you notice that it's not as pink as the wild-caught salmon.
Okay.
And with the wild-caught salmon, they eat like the nature stuff, like the shrimps, and they eat the seafoods that are more rich in all the colors of the rainbow.
Wow.
And yet the non-organic salmon, the non-wild-caught, the farm-raised salmon, they're not as pretty.
Right. So now also in your fun little doctor's bag, and I love it when you bring this in, it feels like a little Mary Poppins moment. I know you have other things in here as well. So what about like sweet potatoes? I mean, can we find organic and genetically modified and run-of-the-mill sweet potatoes as well?
Yes. This is the Japanese sweet potato.
All right.
So it starts with the digit 9. So we know it's organic.
Okay.
And that's how they label it. And then you see the other 4 digits afterwards.
Yes.
4. Okay, 4818. So with this, Japanese sweet potato is so yummy. It has a higher antioxidant level than our normal yam or normal sweet potato.
So the number 9 really is the best route to go because that means it's organic.
Yes.
Number 8, not so great, genetically modified.
Yes.
And then the number 4 is a little more standard, if you will.
Yes, conventionally grown.
Okay, and so when it comes to trying to eat well and nutritionally dense, we know it can be more expensive. So any tips for like, these are certain foods that you absolutely should get that are organic, and these are some other foods that you can just get run-of-the-mill standard?
Yes. Actually, I always say that foods that you eat a lot more often, like apples, I would usually buy organic apples. Things such as bok choy, they don't really genetically modify bok choy because it's just one of those rare vegetables not a lot of people eat. Ginger, they don't really genetically modify ginger too much because, again, unless you're like in China or something that you use it, like my family, in every single thing we cook. But here, they don't really genetically modify ginger too much.
Great information. Thanks, Dr. Cathleen. Really appreciate your knowledge. And this has been very eye-opening.